Oh, yeah. The world keeps spinning. The pressure builds high. Searching for answers beneath the gray sky. We need a blueprint, a faith-driven guide. It's all good. Thank you for asking. To anchor the soul where the faithful abide. As busy as always. This is the rules. A turning point for the weak. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Stepping out of I'm going to get right down to this story. I'm not going to play with it because, warning, it is very brutal in nature. And this is the reason why we have to talk about things like this, whether people like it or not. A racist Arkansas police officer violently assaulted an 18-year-old black girl during a traffic stop. All right, let's look at this video, and then I'm going to talk about it. The video is courtesy of the Don Lemon Newsroom. It's not long, but it must be seen. I'm going to let it play quite a few times, because this is an all-out attack and war on black people. I don't care what the protractors say.
This is an alert into the Don Lemon Show newsroom, and I warn you, this is disturbing. I don't know if you've seen this video of an 18-year-old black woman being slammed to the ground and punched in the face by an Arkansas State Police trooper during a traffic stop. Her name is Elisa Hackett. And again, warning, this video is disturbing to watch.
Don't resist, do not resist. No, no, stop. Stop, what am I doing? Oh, no! Stop, no. It's illegal! Turn around! Turn around! Who said I can't punch you in your face? Somebody call my mama! Help! Turn around!
Now, Elisa is crying out for help. She's asking to call her mother. And according to the trooper's own report, he said he punched her in the face with a closed fist because she wouldn't roll onto her stomach. Now, civil rights attorney Ben Crump is representing Elisa. He's demanding a use of force investigation. And yes, the history matters here as well as it did in the Nolan Wells case. She is a young black woman. This happened in Arkansas. We know black Americans have been disproportionately subjected to police force. Crump said, if you can't handle a teenage girl without taking her to the ground and punching her in the face, you should not be wearing a badge. I think he has a point. Let me know what you think. This is an alert into the Don Lemon Show.
I'll let you know what I think right now. Let's get right down to it. He's a racist. He's a bigot. He should be thrown off the force. Assault charges should be brought against him. He should be fired. But you know what? The racist FOP down in Arkansas will back him up. The racist governor will back him up. He will be protected by his fellow officers and try to justify while violently punching an 18-year-old woman in the face. And the first thing you started hollering, stop resisting arrest, stop resisting arrest. This is the thing about police brutality. They always, the first thing they say out of their mouth is, while they're beating the so-and-so out of you, is stop resisting arrest. These men are methodically and systematically violating black people. I don't care what y'all say. There is an all-out attack on black people in America. They feel emboldened. They feel entitled. They think that they can say and do anything because the climate of the political situation in this nation. Arkansas has been one of the most notorious racist states in America. If you don't believe me, go back into history and read about the Arkansas Nine. Go back into history and read about its racist then governor. These are the types of things that people are tired of. What justification could this officer have for beating this young woman down, and she's calling for her mother. What justification? Because he's a state trooper? Because he's in the WP class? Because he's probably one of these old, dried up, corrupt cops who's been promoted over and over and over again. His jacket has probably been padded. His record has been sealed. These are the type of people who don't deserve to wear the badge. I'm not talking about the decent men and women who work in law enforcement every day and who do their jobs with decency, with integrity, and uphold the Constitution. I'm talking about these scumbags. I'm talking about the trash. Let's look at this video again. Needs to be looked at one more time. And I don't want to hear about, well, you don't know the whole situation. All the footage is not there. That's all the status quo crap they always say. You haven't seen the full footage. You don't need to see the full footage. We need to see this right here. If there had been an 18-year-old Caucasian girl, he would have said, "Miss, are you okay? Let me explain to you why I'm stopping you." He wouldn't have handcuffed her. She wouldn't have been dragged out of the car. Like he said, who says I can't punch you in the face? That lawsuit better be massive. Crump, destroy this dude. Don't play with him. Don't play with them. I'm glad that her family retained the law firm of Benjamin Crump, because activism is important in this country. No people have been disrespected around the world more than Black people. None. Our contributions, no matter how law-abiding you are, no matter how articulate you are, no matter how educated you are, no matter how much you pay your taxes, no matter how religious you are, to them you're just an N. That's all. Another N. And they resent the fact that we learn their rules of engagement. They resent the fact that we're going to stand up against tyranny of any kind. Doesn't matter. Right is right. Wrong is wrong.
Newsroom, and I warn you, this is disturbing. I don't know if you've seen this video of an 18-year-old Black woman being slammed to the ground and punched in the face by an Arkansas State Police trooper during a traffic stop. Her name is Elisa Hackett. And again, warning, this video is disturbing to watch.
What is this? What is this? No, stop.
What am I doing? Oh, no.
Stop. Turn around. Who said I can't punch you in your face?
Somebody call my mama. Help.
Turn around.
Now, Elisa is crying out for help. She's asking to call her mother. And according to the trooper's own report, he said he punched her in the face with a closed fist because she wouldn't roll onto her stomach. Now, civil rights attorney Ben Crump is representing Elisa.
How would he like it if a Black officer arrested his daughter and punched her in the face? Wouldn't like that, would he? See, the Black cop would have been fired if he did that to a Caucasian 18-year-old girl. He would have been fired right then and there. And he would have been charged with what? Assault in the first degree. But these people, these scumbags, these bigots, these racists, these tyrants, they can continue to do this over and over and over and over and over and over again without impunity, without any impunity, because they would be backed up by the racist establishment that employs them. Oh, don't worry about it. We've got your back. Those ends, we don't care about those ends down here in Arkansas. We're going to do stuff the way we always do it. Martin Luther King is not here now. Guess what? It's a new generation of advocates and activists and freedom fighters that are on the scene. And we're not going to sit back and say that this didn't happen. I don't want to hear nothing from you. You can take your behind and you can get off this page. I don't care if you don't like what I'm talking about. I could care less. Because if that had been a young Caucasian girl, nothing would have been said about it. All the W's in the nation would have been up in arms if a Black cop did that to one of theirs. But it's okay to assault Black women. The cop who beat down the Black woman and took her clothes and threw them Two of them, two state troopers, threw her clothes on the highway and left her standing there. That's okay. These insidious assaults that continue to go on and on and on and on in America, and you don't want us to talk about them? Well, over here, I'm going to talk about them, whether you all like it or not. That's how it's going to go. As long as they continue to do stuff like this, I'm going to continue to talk about it. I'm going to continue to address it. I'm going to continue to show it. And let me tell you something, black men, you better start protecting your black women. The same way they want their women protected, protect the black woman, protect the black girls. Protect them. It's ridiculous. I can't stand Arkansas and all those redneck racist states down south. And these docile black people who sit back down there, you won't open up your mouths for fear of retaliation. You go along to get along. The aggressiveness of this nation, the same problems. And if you don't like today's show, I'll tell you what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to show you all the violence that took place in the South during the civil rights movement. And I'm going to do the parallels side by side, then and now. And that's it for tonight. Never surrender, never quit.